What's up, Peep Squad? Peep Squad is in the building, baby. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart. My peeps, my peoples, Peep Squad is in the building. What's going on, Peep Squad? What is good? Who is up this late night? Let's get into it. Let's talk about growing up hip-hop. Lord have mercy, it is going down on growing up hip-hop. It's like, Lord have mercy, I don't even know what is happening over there. It's like they are doing way too much. I'm like, what? Briana Latrise, the way that she cussed out, Boogie, I was like, Lord have mercy. That is so messed up. She cussed him out like he don't belong to nobody, like he ain't nobody's son. I mean, Briana Latrise told him off, talking about he don't know what he talking about. He hasn't accomplished anything, and he think he is special, baby. He wants a whole lot of respect, but he hasn't done nothing to gain any respect. I was like, Lord have mercy, what got up into her tank? She went off. I mean, she was cursing him out like, he done stole money from her, like he done, haven't been home in months, and he's her husband, or whatever the case may be. But she was upset. Now we got Sam and Egypt. People gonna be laughing at their situation because Sam basically compared himself to Jay-Z and Beyonce. That is going to be a soundbite that's going to be clowning every time he go live. And basically he wants his respect out here in these streets. Oh, Lord have mercy. What is going on? Way too much. I'm like, Lord, they are doing way too much. What is really going on? And we have Miss TT and her situation. Lord have mercy. We don't know if Sean is cheating. He's out here in these streets. Is he for the streets? Or is this just a storyline? Is Pep and Auntie Dawn and Peppa and Egypt making up the story? They're about to break up a happy home or embarrass them. Like, what's going on? They look all suspicious, when they're sitting over there in the doctor's office. Like, what is happening? Like, way too much is going on. Like, for real. But in any event, I had to get this review done, so let's get into the situation, because if I didn't do it now, I wasn't going to do it. So thank you guys for joining. Please hit the like video. Please hit the like button. It'll be greatly appreciated. So let's just get down into the situation. Lord have mercy. Briana Latrise, she is going off. Do you guys believe she has a drinking problem? I was like, Boogie, why would you even tell her what to do or how to do it and when to do it? Briana Latrise is not trying to hear that. You're trying to have an intervention with her. Where's the doctors? Where's the people? Where's the letters? Like, what's going on? Did they just set you up for that scene to get embarrassed? I was like, damn, Boogie was getting cursed out. Like, for real. Like, what is happening? He was getting cursed out like it wasn't nobody's business. Now we get down to the situation where we get Miss TT. She got a beautiful home. I would say that pool is nice. She got a little jacuzzi, little hot tub going on in the situation. She got Creed there, Luke's daughter, Vanessa's there. And also, Tanise is there too as well. Congratulations to Tanise. She's handling her business. I was like, go ahead, Tanise. Tanise, basically is giving birth. She may have already gave birth, but in any event, it just seems like TT's having a bad situation. She's breaking glasses. She's nervous. You know what I mean? She's saying basically being at home by herself and Sean not being here, him being out the state, him being in other continents, and he's just, out here doing his thing, and she's just struggling with this wedding. She don't know what to do. do. And, you know, Egypt is out here saying basically like TT is planning her wedding in Jamaica just to get under, you know, Egypt and Sam's skin. I was like, Lord have mercy, what is going on? Like, these storylines are just way too much. Like, way too much is happening. Like, for real, for real. You know, TT is upset. TT's nervous. She's breaking glasses. She ain't even picking them up. She goes and act like she's gonna go get the broom and clean up, and then she end up, you know, with another glass in her hand. You know what I mean? She didn't even pick up the glass. And this is like, there's glass all over the ground. You got, you know, Vanessa's looking down like, girl, you came out with a drink just for yourself. They was like, we don't need a drink, we'll just smell the aroma. And we have Creed, Luke's daughter. She's feeling a certain type of way. She's not feeling, you know, she's not feeling, what's his name, you know, Twist coming to, you know, the wedding in Jamaica, being dressed in pajamas or slippers. She is not appreciating that. She don't want it. And basically she feel a certain type of way about Twist not dressing up and not having on no clothes. Like, he needs to dress, he needs to come prepared. And they're like, you know, because Creed is actually going to be helping, you know, TT plan her wedding. So, you know, I guess there's a dress code, and, you know, Twist better get down with the program and change up his outfit and put on some shoes and some socks. He better put on some shoes and some socks. What's going on, Ralph? How you doing? What's good with you? You up late? We up late. And we have Egypt. She's here with the situation where she cut her hair off. If you guys check out my playlist on my YouTube channel, Growing Up Hip Hop LA and Atlanta Drama, you can see her actually just cutting off her hair, getting ready for a video. Everybody said that she was forced to do it, but Egypt said she did it because she's a woman now, and she is tired of being considered a child or a little kid, and she don't want to be played like that no more. She's a grown woman now. Basically, she's saying she is free, and she is ready to do whatever she wants to do. Thank you so much, Ralph. I appreciate it. I was like, what is going on? And, you know, everybody's looking at, you know, TT like something's going on. But, you know, Egypt said that she has reached womanhood and she's an adult now, so that's why she cut her hair. If that's the reason why you reach womanhood and you're an adult and you want to be considered a child just because you got a haircut, it's not actually, you know, maybe for her it is. It's just like, okay, girl. Then we got Sam. He's dressed up. They're getting ready to do their video shoot. You know what I mean? At least they got the cameras in the situation. At least they got it all covered and everything. And Sam, I don't know what's going on with Sam's hair. You know, he's looking a little bit older. Look like he put on a little bit weight. Like, what's happening? I guess, you know, that training for MMA, you know, that situation. But, you know, they are ride or die. They're Jay-Z and Beyonce out here in these streets. Lord have mercy. Sam was like, we don't need nobody. I was like, boy, you are doing too much. He's like, we don't need nobody. I was like, come on, Sam. Well, he don't really need nobody. All he needs to do is have his Egypt. And, you know, and that's the situation. All he needs is Egypt, you know what I mean? But he is talented. I will give you that. Sam is talented. He can write, he can produce, he can do beats, you know, he can do falsettos too as well. And he basically did help Egypt because she wasn't able to, you know, really sing anymore because of her vocals, or something happened and she had to start rapping. And so he's been working with her. And, you know, ain't nobody else spending time working on her career. Ain't nobody else signed her on the show. I believe somebody once said that, you know, how come nobody signed, you know, Egypt? You know, you got Master P, you had Damon Dash, you even had, you know, who else was on it that was the producer? Some other people, and they never signed Egypt. So in any event, you know, and Sam is not trusting nobody, even though he started some of that beef, you know. But, you know, when it comes to Mr. Jojo, he took it all the way there. He took it too far. He went too far. You know what I mean? He was at Pep's birthday party. He gonna just come up in the house and want to wild out. Like, you doing too much. Fall back. You know you ain't about that life. You know what I mean? I know Sam was online talking ish, but he was hurt that you didn't have his back. You chose Twist, and you should have explained to him, Twist is like my brother. He grew up with my little brother. But in any event, we have, you know, Savannah, Stevie J's daughter. She comes through. She's in the building. And Savannah is basically, you know, she's handling the situation, and basically she's going back and forth with information and things of that nature. I was like, okay. So she's letting them know Sam and Egypt, that there's a performance that, Egypt could go to, that's going to be hosted by Jojo. And basically she could be a part of the situation if she actually wants to be. And there's going to be a whole bunch of artists there. But, the catch to the situation is Sam can't come and Sam can't be involved. And like, they know when you say that, that means you don't want, her to come. You don't want her to show up in the situation. That's what that means. Because, damn well Egypt ain't going nowhere without her man, point blank, period. That is not going to be the situation, Savannah or, Jojo. Why are you guys even doing that to, Egypt? Egypt is going to choose Sam. You know what I mean? Especially if he's doing all this work for her that she claims that he is doing. Now he's bringing home a paycheck because he's on, OnlyFans. He's handling his business, making $36 a month, so any event. So she's letting her know that she's hosting the gig and she wants Egypt to perform, and also Jojo does, but the catcher is Sam can't be there. And Egypt is like, what are you talking about? Like, that's messed up. Like, how you gonna do that? How you gonna say that? Like, she's feeling a certain type of way about the situation. Like, she's upset. She was like, how you gonna try to come between what I got? They know who I'm with. If they don't want me there, they don't want him there, then they can't have me because we are one. He does this for me, he does that for me, he done helped me, you know what I mean? He done did everything in the world for me. He done changed me, he grew me up, he made me a brand new person, he writes my lyrics, he does everything. So basically she's saying, if you don't mess with him, you don't mess with me. If you don't mess with him, you don't mess with me. If you don't mess with him, you don't mess with me. I'm just like, Lord, I can't with her head. I am sorry. Ralph. She's basically feeling a certain type of way, and she was like, oh, that's not fair. I think there's something shady about the situation. I think they're trying to set me up. Jojo's the one that started with Sam, and basically, Miss Savannah's trying to tell, Egypt, hey, girl, listen, there's going to be a whole lot of people. There's a whole lot of big artist names there. Trina's there, Plies is there. Rick Ross, I think he might still be a part of the situation. And so in any event, Savannah was like, this is a big deal. And Sam was like, yeah, it's a big deal. Okay, then, I don't care. We don't need nobody. And Sam is just going in. Like, Sam is feeling a certain type of way. And he's basically pissed off because he feels like now he's uninvited to another situation, that he's being ostracized, that he's not a part of the group. And he feels hurt again, too, as well, because he really thinks that he does things well. I don't know why they don't like him. Well, there's a lot of reasons why they don't like him, because he's different. He wears fingernail polish. He says things and he don't really mean them. They think that he's using Egypt. They think that he's playing Egypt. They think that he turns Egypt into this person. There's so many things that they say about Sam, and he's playing her, he's using her, he's bisexual, he's not really into this, allegedly, all that's allegedly. So all these rumors, and he's thinking, okay, I came back to the show because they need me, and now they don't even want me invited to the situation. What's going on, Mo? They don't even want me. What's going on, Norris, Tony? What's happening? Thank you guys for coming through. I appreciate it. So in any event, so you got this situation going on, and so now he's feeling a certain type of way because, he has done some things and said some things. And so, him doing the things that he have said, and basically things that he have said too, they all done said some shady shit. They all done did some things to each other, but he wants to be a part of the group. And now he feels like, you know what, that's okay. I don't need nobody. Nobody was here to help me, with Egypt. I did this for her. I helped her get her voice back. I helped her sing. I helped her write. I produced everything. And he goes, ain't nobody gonna save me. I don't need nobody. I'm gonna be on top by my own. And that's a good way, to think too as well. But you know what, you're doing too much. And the problem is, when you're doing too much, basically you telling people to kiss your A, and it's on national TV, and so that really stops people from messing with you, Sam. And then people thinking, oh, you don't want Egypt to make it because of you saying things like that, so people take it the whole nother way, or they're taking it, they basically feel like you're controlling her, and you're making the decision. Why can't she make the decision? Because now you don't want to be involved, so she ain't gonna be involved. So you got that whole situation, so it makes him just look even worse and even bad. Blase ain't the third. But the thing is, how you gonna invite Egypt and not invite Sam? Jojo if he's invited to an event, if Egypt invited him to an event and basically said Tanice's wife can't come, he wouldn't show up. He wouldn't feel right about that situation. None of them would. But in any event, this is just something that they gonna say that, oh, since Egypt ain't gonna be there and Egypt said no, then he's controlling her because of him. Well, they got beef on him, but Savannah didn't explain it all the way. Savannah should, unless Jojo changed his mind. Jojo said Sam is invited. Sam could come. He could be there. So that might change the situation. But, you know, Sam and Egypt always think that people are trying to break them up because people have tried to break them up and not be together. So, therefore, anytime somebody says, oh, this one is not invited, they feel like you're trying to split them up. You already know how it is. You know, people don't appreciate Sam whatsoever, and they don't like him for Egypt. I would have told Sam to stay in the car and don't get out, right? Like, Lord have mercy, let me just make this money, let me just get this look. What's up, April Morgan? What's going on? This face paint, Lord, you know he's a joker. Shasha, hey, what's up? What's going on? What you say? No, and my full first name. Okay, I got you. What else are these guys saying? So basically, you got that situation going on. And that's when he says that he's Beyonce and Jay-Z. You know, they're the biggest couple. They should be compared. You know, they should be this up to Jay-Z and Beyonce because all the producing he does. I'm not gonna lie to you. Their music is good. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna even hold you. I'm not even gonna front on you. Their music is good. They do make good music and good beats together and good songs. But nobody picks it up because people think that they're a joke because of the show or the way that they perpetrate on the show, or the way that they act on the show, or the way that it is edited for them to look on the show, because you know WeTV is about that life. Everybody has complained about being edited in a certain way on WeTV. We heard about Tamar, that wasn't too long ago. Master P's gone. You have, you know, Dame Dash is gone, and Ja Rule is gone. A lot of people gone, but in any event, people just don't like Sam. They ain't gonna see it. And he said he gonna get to the red carpet himself. He's gonna do this. And plus, Sam says he doesn't believe anything that Jojo says, because Jojo made promises 3 years ago to Egypt and to Sam, and none of it came through. Well, you know, so I don't know if you believe Jojo's promises. Only people that probably should believe his promises is his wife Denise and his family. You gotta be a Simmons. That is just, you know, that is just too much. But in any event, that's the situation. So Sam started going off like he was in his Nino Brown. He was in, you know, he was in his Juice moment. He was like in the moment. I don't need nobody. I need to start putting some respect on, you know, Pepper, and you know, trash his name. You know, we hip hop, we do this. Like TT ain't nothing. TT is just, you know, Egypt's cousin. I was like, Lord have mercy. So he's like, TT is just Egypt's cousin. So he's going in talking all types of shit. And I was like, well, Sam, you just Egypt's fiance. So he's basically saying TT ain't nobody but Egypt's cousin. I was like, Lord. So he's going in, he's talking hella shit. He's talking hella shit. He's on one. He don't care. You know, he's doing the most. And he said, you know, he can do whatever he needs to do. And you got, you know, Egypt basically like, yeah, man, that's what's up. I'm just like, please help me, Jesus. What are they doing? What are they doing? And just when you just think that it's going to get better for them on the show, they just gonna look a little bit better. But I like Egypt, and I don't have a problem with Sam, but just the things that he does, you know, on the show, and things are edited, you know, it just makes it look even worse, where it's just like sometimes you can't even defend the dude. You just be like, yo, you doing too much. Like, you know, it's good to be cocky, but people pointing out for years that you're cocky, you think you're better than this person and that person, and you want Egypt spotlight. I believe Sam wants Egypt to win, because if Egypt wins, he wins. If Sam wins, Egypt wins. You know what I mean? They win. You know what I mean? But, you know, people, but the way it looks like on the show, the way it's edited, that Egypt don't got no mind, she don't got no brain, and she's tired of that narrative. That's why you seen her cut her hair off and tell you guys that she is grown. She's a grown woman now. I'm like, that don't make you grown, baby girl, but you know. So it's just He's on talk so much shit. She spilled. She split up the family, and I with that situation with TT, you know, her husband or her fiance Sean wants it fixed. Cause he's like, yo, I don't want to feel like you doing me a favor. I don't feel like you protecting me and not going off on me because of Sam of Egypt or Pep. You know, he was like, yo, you need to handle that, and he's in the midst of it. And I actually think, you know, I said some negative things about Sean, but you know, I think Sean and Sam would have been cool because, you know, he seems like he's, you know, down to earth or whatever, but them rumors out there, he ain't gonna be too keen on Pep, Egypt, or Sam because the rumor is out here in the streets and they're spreading the rumor. So in any event, you know, Slip and Slide Records, you know, that situation where they're gonna be there, some of their artists is gonna be there, and you know, when, you know, Savannah started to explain the artists in the roster, she was like Plies, she was like Trick Daddy, she was like Trina, and Juiceadora. I just wanted to pull this up. Juiceadora's on. Is she on Slip and Slide, or was she on there a long time ago? You know, is this list old? Does it need to be updated? I googled it, and this is what came up. So we got Juiceadora. She, you know, I guess she was signed at one point in time, so I guess she does music, y'all. So with that situation going on, Sam kind of switched up a little bit, and he was like, go ahead, go. So he was basically telling her to go, and doing that too as well make people think, oh look, he got her on a leash. You know what I mean? It would have been better if he would have said, you know what, it's a good opportunity, you never know. I'm gonna be in your full support. I'll be outside, like Ralph said, around the corner, or Mo said, in the car waiting for you. You know, if something pops off, I'll just show up. You know what I mean? Just so she ain't set up, or whatever the case may be, because they know that Briana Latrise wants that fade. So, it is what it is. So these are the people that are, you know, signed to the label. So I don't know if they're not gonna, I hope they do sign Egypt. And Egypt basically finds out from Savannah that her worst fears have came to ahead, that TT is having her wedding in Jamaica and they're making plans on the wedding, and now Egypt is upset. She's pissed about it. She said TT is evil, TT is mean, and once she throws you away to the side, and once she has her paws in you, it's gonna be over. I was like, Lord have mercy. So Egypt is all, you know, dramatic with the situation. I was like, but when she was, when you know, TT was out here doing the most, she was out here doing the most for a little bit, and then, you know, going against Egypt, trying to investigate what was Sam doing, because she was a concerned cousin too as well. But at the same time, she fell back a little bit. This right here is hard. Y'all are out here saying that her soon-to-be husband is cheating. And it almost seems like y'all saying that if she didn't get pregnant, they wouldn't be together because he was out in Jamaica, you know, doing his thing. And you know, now we hear that Sean is always in Jamaica, and that's supposed to be the place where he cheated on TT at, and he's always there. So is he actually with his other woman? Like, what's going on? Like, this is shady. For real, Briana is too old to be fighting Egypt. Slip and Slide Records. No, hey, bro. TT don't talk so much. So, you know, it seemed, you know, they were going back and forth. TT was doing her investigation on Sam, and then, you know, Sam made up these allegations that TT wanted him. She was walking around the house naked, you know, that, you know, Briana Latrise wanted him too, and things like that, and TT's in love with him, and TT was saying, like, he's still with his baby mother, he don't take care of his kid, he had a woman at this shop, you know, basically saying that Sam is a user, he's an abuser, he was in a relationship with this person, that person. So it been a lot of mud slang. So you would think that they would, you know, finally come together, but nope. Like, they slang them out. All they got to do is forgive each other. But, you know, Egypt's basically calling out TT, saying TT made people believe. So this is what Egypt said. Egypt said people, you know, TT made people believe that she is a little girl, that she's uneducated, and she's young. And she said that is not the truth. And she said the rumors are out here in the streets now because she done told Savannah that, you know, my auntie Dawn, she basically dropped the T and said that Sean was out here cheating on TT. And I was like, am I wrong? But not last week episode, but the episode before, I believe. Didn't the last week episode? Didn't Pep say that she already knew the rumors and she had a talk with TT, and TT told her that Sean was cheating on her, and she said she was, and TT told Pep that she wasn't going to be with him no more, and then Pep said she found out that she ended up engaged with him. So why are they trying to throw it on the auntie and say the auntie told? And like, what's going on? I saw Juicidora on the Slip and Slide record. Is that true? I don't know how old it is. I just Googled it. So that might would have been, the picture looks old, so that might have been a few years ago. I don't know. So I just wanted to Google who was on Slip and Slide Records, because they was like, Slip and Slide's gonna be there. So I was like, who is Slip and Slide? I heard of them before in songs, old songs, from the early 2000s. I know it sounds familiar, so I just, Googled it, and then I seen the roster. I don't know if Rick Ross is still there. I have no idea. I don't know. So Savannah's shocked, but Savannah also know that they're going to try to use her to be the go-to, because they know that she be around TT and she be in the same circle. So Savannah knows that she's being used, and this is the reason why Egypt told her, so she can get the message back to TT. So Savannah knows what's up, but Savannah ain't telling us what she doing for money, because she's buying all the trees and ganja, from Lil Eazy. Like, what's going on with that situation? And now we get down to the ugly and the nitty gritty when it comes to, I don't even know why Boogie even pulled up. I don't know why Boogie even tried to have this conversation with Briana Latrise. You knew she wasn't going to take it well. You knew she was going to be upset about the situation. You knew she wasn't going to have it. I don't know if production, set him up to do this situation, but he's riding in the car. He's about to meet up with Briana Latrise on the pretense that they're going to talk and eat or whatever the case is. And he's going to her house, and he got the camera. She got the cameras in the house, so they're supposed to film a scene. And then, he calls Briana Latrise and saying that he's outside, and she was like, yo, listen, you want some red, you want some white wine. And he felt so mad and so disrespected, and he was just going off like, oh my God, why would she offer me wine? Why would she offer me liquor? Because he got his sobriety and all this other good stuff. So now he's pissed off and he's upset with the situation and he's mad. I'm like, Lord have mercy, like, what is really going on? And I was like, Boogie, wasn't you just at, Jojo's engagement party, and there was liquor around, she was drinking there. Wasn't people drinking at that party? At least I thought people was drinking. Maybe they wasn't, maybe they was. I have no idea. But in any event, so he pulls up, and he is feeling a certain type of way about the situation, because now he's upset. He's already nervous because he wants to have an intervention. Where's everybody else? Where's her father? Where's your father? Where's the rest of the cast? Like, was you going to tell her she need rehab? Because he talked to his partner that, he met in rehab, and he said, she saved me, I want to save her. And Briana Latrise is not having it, and he's upset. And I think, he's pissed. He's pissed. Boogie likes the mess. He does. But he was acting like he was shocked. He was like, I don't want to do this. He's walking around, he's making all types of noises. He let the Uber go. Like, what's going on? Brianna's upstairs talking about, hold that Uber. I'm like, what? And he's just moving around, and he was like, see, I don't want this. She's not gonna be accepted. I don't want to talk to her. I mean, it's so freaking dramatic that I guess he didn't want to get cussed out and get yelled at, get disrespected on national TV. Shit. And then if he cuss her out and wild out on her, he's gonna look bad. He's gonna have the bad reputation. They're gonna say, oh, he's just like his father. So, and then he probably got set up by production allegedly to do this move, and it wasn't a good move because he should have gave her the heads up, but he felt like she didn't give him the heads up. So she's drinking her wine, she cooking dinner and shit, and she's waiting for Boogie to come through. And she's calling. Boogie was like, I'm not coming upstairs. And she was like, why? He wouldn't tell her why he wasn't coming upstairs. So she got upset, and she's talking about she's drinking. Like, how you gonna play me like this? How you gonna be disrespectful? I'm cooking my food. I was waiting for you. You wanted to talk to me. And she threw her phone on the floor like she was, she was all upset. Boogie's in the middle of the street. He's trying to go home. He wants to get up out of there. He just basically want to leave because he's getting, They are for a scene. I don't even know if he knew that he was gonna be talking to her about rehab. He might have just pulled up and it was like, yo, we want you to address the Briana situation, that she be out here drinking, and and we gonna have an intervention with no doctor, nobody. I'm like, Lord, he should have known Briana was drinking. I know. As soon as he called up there, she had the glass in her hand. He was like, no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. It's not funny, but it is. He was like, Lord, I don't want to do it. He's trying to get out. You see, there's no Jeep. There's no escalator. There's no super duper Uber. There's no Uber XL. It's gone. And he's stranded. He better run across the street and jump on that damn bus. Like, he's violent. So he's trying to get out of there because he knows she's going to come downstairs and cuss him out. Get on that bus, Boogie. There was 2 buses over there. Boogie's trying to go. They trying to convince him to stay. They know she's gonna wild out. Poor Boogie. He's like, Boogie looks like a dead headlights. He felt ambushed. He's in the middle of the street, about to get hit up. You know, he's jaywalking right now. This is so messed up. Now she knows that Boogie is a recovering alcoholic. I don't want to do it. She's drinking. I know. I know. Oh, you're killing me. Hey, Queen Paradise. Lord. Poor Boogie. Boogie's trying to run. Boogie's trying to get up out the place. He's trapped. He can't get away. And here she comes. Here she comes. She already threw her phone. And here she comes strolling down the hallway. She's mad. Here she comes. She's mad. And she's getting ready to cuss him out. She told him, don't let she said, don't let him get in the Uber. Don't let him get in. Let his Uber go. I'm coming downstairs right now. Because she's like, yo, we supposed to be filming a scene. We're supposed to be talking. I'm trying to get this money because Briana Latrise did say that she feel like she's been phased out and shit like that because, there's a younger crew now. And so she was like, you owe me this favor, Boogie. You didn't want to come upstairs, mother sucker? Oh, I'm coming downstairs. And she done ran down them stairs. She got into the elevator. And I'm just like, Lord have mercy. And then she started cussing him out. I can't. Hey, Corey. Then she started cussing him out. She said, you no good mother effer, you spoiled brat, you little kid, I can't stand you. You know I'm cooking food. You know I'm making food. You ain't never had my back. You ain't nobody. You ain't done nothing in your life. You just a little B word. She's telling him that you want respect, but you haven't earned no respect. Your resume says ish. She is just cussing him out. And he was like, okay. He's walking around in circles. He's walking around in circles trying to escape. He was like, yeah. It's so fucked up. It's so messed up. It's so messed up. Because Boogie just wanted to get out of there. Boogie just wanted to be gone. Boogie was trying to get up out of there, and she was going in on him. She was cussing him out like he done stole money from her, like he was her husband, like he disappeared. She called him selfish. I don't know if she's calling him selfish because they were supposed to film a scene, and now he's walking out, and they probably get more money for how long ever the scene is, and she can't believe that he's doing this shit to her. And she said, you need to grow up. and why can't you come in my house? And he was like, you're drinking, let's talk about it another time. I was just like, Lord. She's cussing him out, and he's getting cussed out. He's like walking around like he's doing a snake. It's like he's doing a snake in the middle of the street and on the sidewalk, trying to get away from her production, and everybody's in her hallway. They just couldn't wait for this shit to come down. She came strolling down that hallway, running to cuss him out. Like, Lord, poor Boogie. All he can't do is keep running from her. Corey, I was just like, Lord, he just get to sleep with her. I'm just like, Lord, she was just gone. She cussed him out so bad. I felt so bad for Boogie, but you know, she was pissed off still about after the episode aired. You know, she was online just wilding, and that's gonna be on my other channel. I'm gonna post up the video so you guys can see it. She called him a spoiled B word. She was calling him all types of names. I mean, she was just belittling him, and he was like, "It's okay." Boogie was like, "It's okay, it's okay, it's okay." I'm just gonna have to talk to another time, because he knows. He knows that he got played. He was like, you know what? I'm just gonna talk to another time. I'm just gonna get up with her another time. You know, it's all right. Can I talk to you another time? She was like, no, you B word, you spoiled privilege. I'm just like, Lord have mercy. What is going on with this situation? It's so bad. It's so bad. Hey, lovely, how you doing? Like, Lord. Boy, he's just sitting there like he was set up. Like, he didn't even know what was gonna happen. And Briana thinking that, you know, he's trying to run away from her and not film with her. It's pissed her off. So I was just like, damn, this shit was so messed up. You could just see the fear and the terror in Boogie eyes. And then, you know, they cut it and they edit showing Briana being all upset and mad, running down the hallway, jumping on the elevator, skipping to come and cuss him royally out and yell and scream. This is at her home. Maybe that's why she moved, because she don't live over there no more. Like, Lord. Lord. And she let Egypt run upside her head. Mo is too funny. And so, you know, you got that situation going on. So it is what it is. I'm just like, So we have, you know, Egypt and Sam, they're doing their thing. And, you know, they're shooting their music video. Pep done smacked her daughter's butt. Sam said, that's my job. And then we got this, you know, cringe-worthy scene of, you know, like, we don't know if you acting, if you guys are telling the truth, like, what's going on. And basically, they both didn't have a good definition of what marriage was and why they're getting married. You know, he was like, you know, he said his definition of the reason why he wants to marry, you know, Titi is because he used to always look with his head down, and she made him bring his head up. So maybe that's a good metaphor. That could be everything under the umbrella that he is saying. He didn't say love. He didn't say she completes me. He didn't say that I can't live without her. It hurts every painstaking second when I'm not with her. And he was like, oh, plus she gave me a baby. And then Titi, she said something real. Titi was like, the reason why I want to marry him is because he put a baby in you, number one. And then number two is because she said she could be herself around him, you know, and she can explain things to him. She don't, you know, so that was a good reason. But basically, it seemed like they were still on their first date, or they're still getting to know each other. But I know at least 2 years has gone by with this situation, but the baby came really quick. It's like, you know, they was taking pictures together 1 week, the next week she was pregnant, and no one even knew who Sean was. Sean was a club promoter, somebody doing a club, somebody out there doing this and that in Jamaica, and it seems like Titi was going back and forth to seeing him, but he was already seeing other people, allegedly from Pep and, you know, Auntie Dawn and Egypt, that he was out here doing the most, and he wasn't really in a serious relationship. They only got serious, I believe, allegedly, is because she got pregnant. That's the way that they trying to make it seem. Hey, what's up, LSW? What's going on? What's going on, lovely? What's going on, Tony? What's going on, LaPrice? How you doing? What's going on, Corey? What's good with you? Thank you guys so much for coming through. I do appreciate it. And Ralph, I appreciate it too as well. And so, you know, you got this situation going on. It seems like, you know, they're finding, you know, the love. But, you know, TT loves him, or, you know, TT needed a storyline too as well. And maybe, I don't know. it just seems like there's some edginess off. He's always somewhere else and she's here, but in any event they're gonna try to work it out. You know, she said she didn't want to be a baby mama, so you know, if they was head over heels in love before, as soon as she got pregnant, why couldn't they just do, you know? But the wedding has to be filmed for the show, so now that's going to give her a piece. So we all know people get married for a special on the show. She's not going to have a special for this show. She's just going to have a part of an episode dedicated to her wedding in Jamaica, maybe a whole episode. But in any event, it is what it is. It just seems very odd, but at least he's willing. They say that he loves the cameras. He's willing to film with her and things of that nature because he can promote his business. He's very, like, on the club scene. He's very famous in Jamaica, I guess, with, like, business, you know, events, hosting. So he's always around women shaking that booty. It's like now he got her at home with the baby. He's in Jamaica living a single man's life, allegedly. And she says she trusts him, and he's making all these weird faces, you know, in their counseling session. And it just seems really weird, but, you know, and it's like it's looming that Egypt and Peppa is going to come and ruin the situation. He's going to have to admit to it, or they're going to find out the shocking rumors and it's going to break them up. Like, what the hell? They be doing too much. They be doing too much. I mean, too much. It's like he's ready for the camera. He's ready for his debut. And he said he's been alone and he's been all on his own and all that other shit. We just seen your mother with TT. So you're going to tell me your mother wasn't around? You know, we don't know shit about this man. He just appeared and he her baby daddy. And we know that TT, you know, wanted to be famous her whole life. She wanted to be an actress. Sam, Egypt, and, you know, Pepper, you know, cutting her off and not filming with her. You know, she had to come up with something. And some people think she came up with him, and he is here for the ride, and he is here for the occasion. But they do have a beautiful son, and it's healthy baby, so it is what it is. They getting their bread and their paper. And in the event, we move on. But also, Sean said, you know, he wants her to fix the situation with TT and her cousins and her family, because he feels, she goes, I'm holding back, like, you know, I'm always good with him because I don't want him to see that side of me, because when I cut somebody off, it's just over. So basically, she's kind of repeating what Egypt said early in the episode. Whether this shit was rehearsed and they talked to each other on the phone, or whether she's telling the truth, I don't know. You be the guest of the situation. And so, and she was like, he was like, don't spare me because you're not going off because of your cousin, this and that, and you're trying to stay kumbaya with him and not show him that other side. He was like, don't hold any favor, don't do me any favors. He was like, he wants the situation fixed. So almost saying like, oh, I want it fixed or we can't get married. You don't even know them people. What's your problem? You're doing too much. But in any event, we get down to, you know, Eazy. He got his own dispensary. He's there. He's behind the counter. I hope he's behind the counter because he owns it. That's what he told us. He said he made $3 million. That's what I picked up that he said. And I hope he's, you know, being a businessman, watching his business. Hopefully he's just not an employee and playing with us. Okay? Hey, Felicia Butler, what's going on? Are you in the building? I seen your name. So I'm saying what's up. Okay, yes, I did see your name, Latrise. I like Sean over Sam. Lord, yes, please like the video. Sam and Sean are both looking for a come up. Lord have mercy. Is he TT storyline? I think so, Ralph. He might be. Well, he is her storyline. He's her fiance, and she's getting married in Jamaica, and supposedly the wedding's supposed to rival each other when it comes to TT and when it comes to, you know, Egypt. So we get down to the situation. We got a little Eazy. Everybody show up, and then also we have what's his name? Jojo. Jojo's acting like he is Pimp Daddy. He is acting like he is Master P. He's acting like he's the big record label. He got his own record label. He's trying to put things in demand. He is popping. He got his little assistant or a party, you know, promoter and thrower and record label and socialites, you know, Cree with him. They up in the dispensary. Like, you got to see the scene. Like, they be doing too much. He got his mask halfway down when nobody else got a mask on. He's bending over, flexing the watch, the small chain. He got the hat popping. I'm like, they are doing too much. And then he's talking like he's the boss he's paying the cost to be the boss. And now he said, you know what? Where's Savannah at? Because she's supposed to drop some information to me. I'm like, Lord. And so he's flossing his record label. They're showing his chain. They're doing everything. At least they're doing right by it. Go ahead, Jojo. I want Jojo to make. I always do. And he's holding a meeting down in this. He's holding a meeting in the dispensary. We got Stevie J's son, Stevie. He comes through. He's just looking around. He's acting like, it's about time. And then so Savannah's supposed to drop the gossip, and report back to, supposed to report back to Jojo. Jojo's also giving orders, to Lil Eazy-E, telling him where is the building at, where's the location. You from LA, we're gonna throw this event, host this event. We're gonna have record labels there. We're gonna have these people there. You need to get in contact with Creed. I mean, he is doing the most. He's acting like, he is bossing up. And so you got Lil Eazy smiling and playing along. Oh yeah, I'ma holler at you in a few days. This is just too much. Boogie, where is Dr. Ish at all? I know we need Dr. Ish. Dr. Ish for this situation. And so, so Boogie's like, not Boogie, but Jojo is like, yo, what's up? You got the answers for me, Savannah. And then Savannah was like, well, she ain't coming. If y'all don't mess with him, she ain't messing with y'all. And basically, she said that, they come together. They are the Beyonce and Jay-Z. They need their respect on it. And, he was like, yo, why he trying to mess up her deal? Why he trying to do this? You see how Jojo got his hat? He's doing the most. He got his beard all dyed and shit. Got some extra stuff. And he's acting like he is the boss, And so then we got, Creed. I don't know why she don't like Sam. She just jumped into the situation because she's with the Jojos. She's with the Simmons. So she jumps into the situation and she was like, oh, let me follow him and see who he is. And she was like, oh, he only got 6 streams. He only got this. He only got that. He ain't a nobody. How is he compared to Jay-Z and Beyonce? And so now you got Lil Eazy-E talking about, yeah, I told you she wasn't going to do it because, he, if he can't come. And then Jojo was like, well, you know what? He can come. I don't care. Let's get this money. Let her perform. I want to help her. So, Jojo all of a sudden is so invested in Egypt. Egypt's been around sitting on the show for years, just like, she's been on the show before you. Now you want to help her, whatever. It's like... And so, they're clowning Sam, thinking that, he's the Beyonce and Jay-Z. They're just laughing at him, Lord. And then, Savannah, she goes outside and she tells Creed, guess what, girl? Guess what I heard? But they're just clowning Sam. So they just sitting there clowning Sam. Savannah's buying all the trees up in the shop. Her brother was like, can I get some? They're just doing too much. But it's funny, but it's cool to see them. And, Lil Eazy-E's own establishment. He's promoting it. He's promoting his brand, his dispensary, trying to show people where he's at. People in LA that watch the show. You know what I mean? That's some advertisement that he deserves. Because he's been dodgeball for the whole time on this show. He's been everywhere. He's been bouncing back and forth, just trying to, get in where he fit in. And so they come through. So it's nice to see all these kids, young people come together and do their thing together, even though they're shading and even though they're doing the most for the scene. But it is what it is. Sam could not be Jay-Z in a million years, Lord. Lil Eazy make me want to get that California love money on a dispensary. I know that's right. And so you got Jojo, he's still acting like he's the boss. Like now he's running the things. So I guess now he's taking that road that Romeo had. So he's taking that seat. I thought Twist was going to take that seat, but this is just only episode 5. So, the shit's going to switch up. Because it's, Twist and swing on Jojo. And Jojo didn't do nothing. You guys already know. So they have that conversation. Then Savannah knows what she's being used for and whatever happening. But so she's telling Creed what the deal is because she don't want to be involved. Creed is like, what? So you're going to tell me Egypt told you that, that TT husband is cheating? And you already know Creed wants this wedding to go on because, it's a designated wedding, you know, it's in Jamaica, you know, it's a destination. So with that situation, and she's going to be, you know, preparing it and things of that nature. So she's like, oh my God, this is messy, this is bad. Why did Egypt even say that to you? They supposed to be family. And I was like, y'all, you already know it's a storyline. And so Cree was like, I would never, even though I have problems with Luke, I was like, you don't call him daddy? She was, I guess not. So she was like, I don't have problem. If I had problem with my daddy, with Luke, I wouldn't tell anybody. So she's telling, you know, Savannah, you better be careful. You better watch your back, because if Egypt is doing this to TT, she's gonna do it to you. Because you already know they've been trying to, you know, put little breadcrumbs out there for Savannah to be like, yo, Savannah, come up over here on this side. Savannah's just trying to be neutral right now, but we'll see how she turns. We'll see what happens with the situation. And so Creed is like, oh my God, I gotta have to tell her, you know, this is so messed up. How can you do this to her? I'm like, Lord, do you know what they were doing to each other? You know, TT done brought, you know, the hairstyle is up, you know, to get at Pep and accuse Pep of this and that. All types of stuff. Like, Lord. So, yep, that's the situation. I was just like, damn, it's so shady. It's so sad at the same damn time. For real, for real. So, the phone lines are open. If anybody want to call, let me know. But I was like, yo, I felt so bad for Boogie. Boogie looked like he was scared. Boogie looked like he wanted to get out of Dodge. Boogie looked like, damn, this girl gonna cuss me out. She gonna be yelling at me. She gonna be screaming. She gonna do all this shit on TV. I was like, Lord. And she ran down that elevator, and she ran down on that man. Lord have mercy. It was the worst. It was the worst. I don't even know how Boogie just poor thing. For real. Poor Boogie, for real. The lovely. It's just really sad. I was just like, damn, but it was funny at the same time. Because you could just see he just wanted to escape. We didn't even see Twist. We don't know what's going on with Twist. But in any event, when it goes down, Jojo is upset because Sam was talking shit on Instagram. So you're going to wait a whole year till you get to Pep's party and want to confront him, yell, and be all upset. Like, and we know you don't want to fight, and you know better than that. Your father taught you better than that. But in any event, that happened, and now him and Sam are heavy beefing. Sam shouldn't have been online talking shit. Sam thought that he wasn't coming back to the show, so he started spilling the beans. He started spilling the secrets. You know, he was so upset, but then he ended up coming back to the show, and now at Pep's party, they go win, and now the narrative, now all of a sudden, Jojo is putting together this. Listen, he wants Egypt there, and now that, you know, Sam is kind of like, they're not cool, it's almost like testing the situation where they know Egypt is not going to be disloyal, just like they won't be disloyal to their partner, but it's making it seem like, you know, Sam's in control of the situation. So you guys already know what the deal is. Pretty much. But, you know, the episode was just crazy. And TT, I hope TT is not going through a crazy situation with that man. I hope she's not going to be on TV getting dogged out. This man done cheated on her and doing all that stuff to her in the beginning of their relationship. And, you know, and Egypt didn't have them type of problems. She didn't have, you know, TT thought that he was cheating. They thought that he had more, you know, baby mamas, more kids than he's supposed to have. And he was doing this and he did his girlfriends like that. And, you know, basically said that a lot of stuff about him or whatever about Sam. But it will be crazy if Sean is actually like was cheating on her, and now she's pregnant by him, and now she's marrying a man that cheated on her. And it's just like, damn, girl, like, you know, what's going on with that situation? So hopefully, you know, Sean was not out here cheating on her at all, point blank, period, because then that makes it look like you was all up in somebody else's business. You should have been doing some self-care and left them alone. I am drinking Hennessy at Ralph. Oh, you drinking that Henny? Jojo is a comedian, like Masterpiece said. Felicia Butler. Smiling like Jack Daniels. Oh, you smiling like Jack Daniels? I feel you guys. Queen Paradise. Jojo ain't about that life, and we know he's not. Latrise is laughing. So Egypt would never be Beyonce. Lord have mercy, Tony. So, you know, that basically that was it. That was the situation. That was the show. So we gonna see what happens. And then on my other channel, I'm gonna post a video of her going off, you know, basically talking about how much she drinks and is she an alcoholic and blasting the third, where she said she got nothing wrong with her body, no matter all the things that, you know, Briana said that she has did in the past, you know, substance and, you know, drinking or whatever that case is, you know, there's no damage to her lungs, her liver, or her kidneys or anything like that. So she's basically saying that she's golden. But every time she has these horrific scenes, she's always intoxicated. You can find her online intoxicated, but she's not always intoxicated like every time you see her. It's just majority of the time she might have a little something in her system, you know, not even majority. We'll just say half the time, whatever, because her bills are taken care of, her kids are taken care of, and she's doing what she do, and she says she's healthy. I am ready to roast now. So, you know, that's the situation. I'm ready to, I mean, poor Boogie. Boogie was getting into it. Oh, man. And TT, I just hope that this man did not cheat on this woman just that fast, just that quick. And do you think TT's wrong for having a wedding in Jamaica? You know, because, you know, Egypt said that she was going to have her wedding in Jamaica first before Sean proposed, or before they knew he was like anything in that situation. So, like, that's like, they got to make a better storyline than that. Like, you know, book the same pastor, book the same location, and you guys got to share, you know, the wedding chapel or whatever destination of the wedding you're going to have. Both of y'all booked the same place, and it was an accident. So now y'all got to come together at the wedding, and we got to watch whether you guys throw rice, dirt, or sand, or rocks, or stones. Give us that. Whatever happened in the dark will come to light. Amen. That's for sure. That's for sure. So we're going to see what's popping with this situation. I was like, Lord have mercy. And basically when it comes to, you know, Savannah, she don't want to be the one dropping the news. She don't want to be the one holding the bag. So that's why she told homegirl. And basically she's trying to fall through. And then, you know, we don't know how she is getting her money. And I hope, we haven't seen Stevie J in like, you know, maybe 2 episodes. Hopefully Stevie J don't have his daughter out here with a crazy storyline of how she's getting her money. I hope it's a positive storyline for Stevie J's daughter, or whatever she's doing to get her money, because she was up in that dispensary buying it up. No sharing. Lord have mercy. So, yeah, that's pretty much the episode. I'm just like, we gonna see. And I don't know if they use Boogie. And why would Boogie think that Briana Latrise would listen to him about anything when it comes to intervention or anything like that? Because she already thinks she knows it all. And she gonna say, you ain't my family. You didn't have my back. You let Egypt and Sam talk about me. I was like, damn, Egypt and Sam didn't even go in on, you know, Briana Latrise that bad like that. But he could have just said, y'all don't talk about her in front of me. But you could see that he shies away from head-on collisions with people. He shies away when it comes to his father, you know, Damon Dash on the show. And, you know, Boogie would back away. You know, he would step down from a situation. And we finally seen him, you know, blow up one time on his father and basically was like, I'm not having this no more. But he's really not that person. But, you know, he's telling us, Boogie told us on the show last week that he'd be out here getting them girls, getting them good. He'd be having 3 or 4 at a time. Like, Lord, Boogie, you be doing it like that? Like, what's going on? Or is that just a storyline? He's talking about he had girls in the house, girls here, girls there. He invited just about half of the club, and, you know, at least 4 showed up to his crib. And he's talking about, I was like, what is going on with Boogie? Is Boogie lying to us? What's up, Felicia Butler? What's going on? What's good with you? What's good? Hello, I'm just saying the same thing. No sharing. Whatever happens, yeah, whatever. I remember when Briana was rolling around in the grass drunk. You know, she was rolling around in the grass drunk because she was, you know, on mushrooms. She was on mushrooms and she was drinking too as well. And she said the best way that to make her feel better was rolling around in the grass. Hey, what's up, Information Man Show? What's going on? Peace and respect to you too as well. Please check out Norris Tony YouTube channel. He's on my community wall. Please check out the Information Man Show YouTube channel. Show them some love. Team Too Much. They all Team Too Much. Boogie be busting them down. That's what he said, but it don't be looking like he got no game. Maybe he got game. Maybe it's the sweetness. Maybe it's the niceness. Maybe it's just, I don't know. I don't see it, but I can see it that he's still kind of somewhat of a celebrity, and his father is Damon Dash, but we know Damon Dash, he said he take care of his kids, but I don't know if he's really feeling Boogie like that. But Boogie does have his own rehab facility, sober house, and he just got a brand new apartment, and his apartment looks really nice in California. He has a great view, but the bed is inside the kitchen. You know what I mean? There ain't no living room or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But he got his own. And it looks like a hotel room, but it is what it is. Boogie's doing his thing. Hey, Major, what's going on? How you doing? So that's pretty much it with the episode. I don't know how Sam could ever, have people like him. I don't know what he could do, but sometimes he just needs to fall back a little bit and just let Egypt talk, let Egypt do it. And, but he feels like he's been hurt and he's been dogged out and he's defending himself, but he got to get back in with the crew. Now it's like he's like his girlfriend is divided from the people that she was cool with. So sometimes you got to bite the bullet, to make the situation work and be around the crew. If they want it, they can have it. You know what I mean? If they want to go there, but try to make amends. But he wasn't starting no shit, with Jojo. Jojo came to, Pep's party and he wanted to have that conversation, but he could have kind of understood that, like, yo, Sam, you was going in on Jojo online. But in that situation, he tried to, he wasn't trying to see it. They wasn't trying to see it eye to eye. I don't know if it was just for TV. So you had that situation. But now you have, TT's filming with the Simmons, and it's just like Egypt is really not around the cast when she should be, because she's one of the youngest. She's a young cast member, and you got Stevie J's daughter and his son. Like, they should all be filming more together and doing stuff like they used to do. That's what used to make the show so fun. And Peppa show up to all their parties, all their events, and all the shit that they were doing. So basically, that's really, the situation. And but at the same time, they do be shitting on him, but they don't like his style. They don't, Twist that, yo, you in thongs. Like, they feel a certain type of way with him wearing thongs and things of that nature. They feel a certain type of way with him dressed like Joker. They believe that he's trying to take over Egypt's life. Egypt's a grown woman. She got a mother and her father. Just let that be. And just, see what the situation, maybe, it's just like, they got to get past the little shit and film together. That's what makes it so dynamic when they're not beefing, or when they're having a good time, they're shading this one there, or they get intoxicated. That shit is fun too. And then they talk and then they dance. Then they're just having a good time, and they're telling stories, or they're hanging out. The shit is nice when they're doing activities. And then, show us some more music. It's just like their beefs are not really, their beefs are beefs, but ain't nobody died. And the only person that got hurt was, Briana. She said she didn't get hurt. She said that she was snuck a punch. She was sneak attack. And, Egypt said, no, I did not sneak you. You took off your jewelry. You was taking off your rings. So, therefore, you knew what was going on. So, that's the only, And I think even after that fight, Briana Latrise was trying to see what she can do to make the situation better after that. But it's just like, Lord, it's so much better when they're filming and shading each other and not on a fight level. But it is what it is. I don't understand Sam. Some people are different. Yeah, he's just different. Egypt needs to stop it with that Jay-Z and Beyonce status stuff. She's, that's how they feel, because they in the studio all day together, writing music, popping off, taking care of kids. No, they don't change diapers, because I think his kids are too big. And Mary Jane, the bed is in the kitchen, LSW. Yeah, it is in the kitchen. Coolie high, city high, pick your poison. Egypt has to stand for Egypt. I feel what you're saying, Queen Paradise. And see, that's the things that make it look immature. She should have just said, I'm cutting my hair because I want to cut my hair. I want to, I want a different look. Then you have her sitting next to Sam, and Sam saying she has the perfect bone structure for her, almost like if it was his idea. And that's why people, when it first came out that she cut her hair, everybody was like, oh my God, that was his idea. But anytime that she, comes out with a thought, everybody believes it's his idea. But just let the girl live. Let her think she has a thought. I don't know. But no, I'm telling you, people just be on them. I be like, damn. More like Ike and Tina, Sonny and Cher. More like Ike and Tina. Lord have mercy. I don't think he hits her though. It's not. I don't think he put his hands on her at all. And if he put his hands on her, I think that would be the detriment of the situation and everything. If that actually happened, because I don't think Pep would go for that, because she's not here for that type of situation. At least I hope so. That's what she said, because she's been in a battered woman, Remember the book that she put out, telling her story, and then Tretch came out and said, no, your story is false. I'm like, Lord, they are doing too much. So, yeah, he's different. He's different. He's different. And sometimes people don't like people that are different. And, and the way he carry himself, too, makes the situation, terrible. Hey, what's up? What's going on?
What's up, Mary? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Like, what's up with you? You over there? Are you sharing? Are you sharing? Like, what's good?
Nothing. I'm just roasting all along. I had caught you late, and I caught the kind of like the tail end of it.
Okay.
But I watched the episode. It's a hot ass mess. In my language.
Did you laugh through it?
What'd you say?
I said, did you laugh through it when you was watching it? Cause I was on my ass.
I left the whole time, especially the part that when Boogie, and I understand where he was coming from, that he a recovered alcoholic. He don't want to be around alcohol. I've been around somebody a recovered alcoholic, and I know how they feel, because I had went to one of their AA meetings, and I was doing NA.
Okay.
And Briana should have talked to that man.
She cussed him out.
Cussed him out to A to Z.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. So, do you think that he was kind of like, he was nervous about the situation? He didn't want to be there? It just seems like he was just like, I don't want to do it. Like, you think he was triggered in any way?
I think because production had pushed him to do that, and he didn't want to do it, and production pushed it. You know how production do it. They want to gaslight and make Briana look bad. But Briana came a long way from the girl who come in there with her t-shirts and panties on, being all jacked up and stuff. Hello?
I'm listening.
And I guess she feel like Boogie wanted his way, and she's probably trying to remind him he's like his dad. But to me, I don't believe he's like his dad. I guess he's trying to push his way from being around that bull crap. He don't want to be around alcohol and drugs and stuff like that. But, and then I want to know who in the world that Sam and Eazy is Beyonce and Jay-Z status. To my mind, that reminds me of Flavor Flav and Bridget status.
That's what he said. He got us talking. He got us talking. That's how he feels about the situation. But that is what gives people like, yo, look, he thinks he's better than what he is. He thinks he's deserving of this. He's using her because he wants status. So, you know, him say sometimes he put his foot in his mouth, but he feels like the whole cast is against him, and you know, frankly, they are not against him. They just don't like him.
Sam is so socially awkward. That's why nobody don't fool with him.
Yes, that's what I was saying. He's awkward. Like, it seems like he has anxiety. He does too much when he's around people.
And he just should have gone ahead to do that showcase for this Sam, get your bag and keep on going. And Jojo, I don't know what the heck he think he is. Like, he's so big, y'all. Yeah, you using your status to be your family name. At the same time, you're not your father. You trying to make a name of yourself. You're not your father.
Jojo was too funny though. It's like he's trying to take on that role. If my sister was the producer of the show, you know, I'd be trying to take that lead role too and trying to get an extra bag, but you know, we just gotta believe it.
You know how many producers on this show? You got him, you got his sister and Hop-Pepa and all that kind of stuff. Everybody trying to get their little coins too. But Jojo, sometimes he do too dang on much, and he get on my nerves sometimes too. Sometimes I be want to reach in the TV sometimes and reach out and touch him like AT&T. But sometimes EJ needs to start listening to what Sam saying. He act like I don't even want to say the man's name because he dead.
Okay.
But he acted like that saying to put a barrier on that boy back, on that girl back or whatever, but let that girl get that money. I don't understand. Sometimes I understand like all money is not good money, but I think that situation gonna be good for her. So she could step out and show herself and show her competence, what she could do.
Hold on 1 second, Felicia. The line.
Accept, press 1.
Okay. Can you hear me, Felicia?
Yeah.
Okay, the second caller just hold on, Latrise.
Okay.
So you're saying that all money ain't good money. He should just let her go get that bag, Felicia.
Yeah, but get that bag.
But does it
What are y'all talking about?
Does it seem like he's controlling her? Or no to you?
To me, she is. So she not to get that money, even though they don't like him, but they fool with her. She need to go ahead and show herself out to get him, because he doing all that auto-tune and bull crap. I could go up there and do auto-tune with my country self.
You're so crazy. You're so crazy.
Y'all talk about Sam and Egypt?
Yeah. Yes.
Because I turned it
Sam and
down.
Egypt.
Oh my God! If he don't stop with that Jay-Z and Beyonce nonsense, that's. Do you know how embarrassing that is?
You know what I got there?
Look, that's the equivalent of Whitney Houston talking about Bobby Brown is the king of art.
No, don't.
I agree with Whitney.
I don't talk about nobody dead. I say.
Hold on 1 second. Latrise, hold on. Latrise, hold on. Finish what you were saying. Hold on for a second. Let her finish what she was saying.
Okay.
What'd you say, Felicia?
I said that more like Flavor Flav than Bridget.
Lord. That was a shame.
You know, I mean, because the reason why I say that is because no disrespect to Whitney Houston, may she rest in peace, but when she was saying that, everybody was looking at her side eye like, what the hell is you saying, lady? That sounds so weird. So,
I know people were saying that, but I love Bobby Brown's music. I love Bobby Brown music.
yeah, but he ain't no king of R&B, baby.
He can't sing like Luther Vandross, but I like Bobby Brown's music. That was her husband.
Right.
That's That's like Egypt. Egypt is
Jojo.
saying that, Sam is this, Sam is that. He does everything for her. Just same thing that Whitney Houston was saying about Bobby Brown. Lord have mercy. Y'all are too much comparing her to Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston. You are too much.
I'm going to say something also about Little Young's friend or whatever. That is not about that lifestyle. What's his name?
Jojo.
What's his Jojo? Is it Jojo? So my comment was, the Simmons family is not about that lifestyle. Do y'all remember when Pastor Run got his ass kicked on Criss?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
I had started laughing.
Lord have mercy.
I've been drinking. So anyway, he is not about that lifestyle. Boy, if you don't go sit down and pick up the Bible or something, pick up that good book and have a good day. Tell 5.
He's definitely not.
He need to come to Mississippi. He need to come to Mississippi one Sunday to pick up that good book, just like Master P stayed. He stayed in Louisiana. He the most comedian. He never sing. And he started laughing. I started laughing too because I got folks who stayed with Master P from in New Orleans.
Yeah, these children, they are something else.
Okay, hold on one second.
Like,
hold on, let's finish the thought on the show. So on the situation with the Sam and the Egypt situation, and Sam comparing himself, to Beyonce and Jay-Z, what do you guys think about TT's relationship with Sean? Do you think Sean was actually cheating on her?
I'ma say this. My opinion, I do. I've been in relationships, and I know when a man cheating, they ignore and start acting ignorant, especially when they stare and say, if you got anything to hide. And Sean was looking with that D look on it, the S plant look on his face. I said, yeah, that mug was cheating. I've been through that situation.
Not necessary.
Okay.
I don't know. Unless you say it, listen, unless you said it, unless they came out and say it, then we just only assuming from somebody that's hurt. You know what I mean? Because Pep is upset. You know what I mean? So they'll bring anything to the table and say, oh, I heard this, or I did this, and this, and the third. So, me personally, I'm just going to wait until they say it. But for now, he seems like a decent guy. This day first child. He ain't got a bunch of kids like Sam. He's not living off nobody. He has his own money. So I'm just, I want to wait and see first. That's all I'm saying.
But also with that situation, okay, keep going, Felicia.
But my opinion, I look at people's body language. When they say cheating, I looked at that man's body language. That he had that stepping out on TT, to my opinion. But unless he proved me wrong, but his body language showed me that he was cheating on that girl. And I've been through that pain when a man showed me, a man showed me that the body language. You ain't got to say it. Your body language should show that a man cheated on you.
So let me ask you this. So at what point did he cheat? Was it in the start of their relationship? Was it, because our relationship and men relationships are different. So it's like ours, we can start a relationship as soon as when we're intimate, whereas though men is like, oh no, I really got to say I'm in a relationship with you. You know what I'm saying? So when does it become them being in a relationship? And if he didn't see them at that point in time being in a relationship, is he still free agent at that time if he cheated? You know what I mean? Like, if
she's under the impression that they're in a relationship because they spoke about it, then he cheated. And if he believes that she's under the impression that they are in a relationship and he is not, telling her or showing her like, yo, we are not in a relationship, but he's just letting it fly because he don't want to say nothing because he's getting what he's get, then he's cheating. Because basically he's trying to use, him not all the way committing, but yet he knows you believe that, and he doesn't correct you to tell you that, hey, listen, I'm still a free agent. Don't get it twisted.
So if she was your friend, what would you advise her to do?
Well, first we're gonna get to this situation. When it comes to TT and when it comes to yeah, because we still gotta stay on this topic. So when it comes to TT and when it comes to Sean, do you guys believe that TT may have gotten with Sean for a storyline? And also, do you believe that her and Sean was just messing around and she got pregnant? Because that's the way that, Egypt tried to make it seem. So go ahead and answer that question, Latrise.
Well,
I'm gonna say this. I like TT. I think out of the whole bunch, out of them, TT to me is the smartest. So I don't think she'll be that gullible or thirsty to be like, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and use this guy and have a baby just for a storyline. Like growing up here, she could have did so much more than growing up hip hop. So if Pep is not, she's iconic or whatever, but she's not irrelevant today. So it's just like I don't know. I don't think she did. I'm hoping she did, and it doesn't make sense. So I don't know.
All right.
I'm just like I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? And so, Felicia, what do you think?
I think when he started dealing with TT, he has a couple women on the side, and he really started liking TT, and he felt like TT was the one for him. Just like I said earlier, body language mean a lot to me. He was cheating on TT. I've been in a relationship. I know how a man cross they feel about them cheating on you, because they body language. Body language would not lie to you unless you don't have common sense.
I gotta watch it again. I gotta see it again. I don't know. Like I just think that when you're in the beginning stages of dating, you're not tied down. You're dating. You can see who you feel, But once you switch over, then that's something different. So I don't know. I'm trying to like see the good and like TT and the new fella or what's his name, Sean. And I'm trying to see them like, being a successful relationship. So that's why I'm just like, oh well, maybe it could be this, maybe it could be that. But I'm just hoping for the best for them too.
That's good. What about Luke's daughter? What do you guys think about her addition to the show?
I fast forward some of them people.
I know, right?
So what do you think about Luke's daughter? She's a party planner. She's down with the Simmons. She's throwing parties. She's coming in. She's making moves. What do you think? You think she's making good moves? And do you guys feel like, also with her making the moves, why does she just jump to like not liking Egypt and Sam? Is it because she's with them, or she's persuaded, or she just don't want to mess with them because she's down with the Simmons?
Maybe she sees the same thing that everybody else sees in Sam. Sam is a little throw. I got a daughter, and I got sons. And if my son, I'm gonna say this, if my son acted like Sam, I would let a girl know, he he ain't the one for you, girl. He still got some growing to do. Now, if it was my daughter, I be like, yo, if you don't get the fuck away from, excuse my language, if you don't get the hell away from my child, you got to go. Like, Pep and Pep, they not really doing their daughter a service. You know what I mean?
Because they're too busy on Cloud 9.
Okay, Felicia, answer the question. So, Felicia, you answer the question when it comes to, Luke's daughter, Creed, basically not messing with Egypt or Sam.
I feel like this, that she got her loyalty tied to the Simmons, and she already knows that all the intel and stuff between Sam and Egypt, and they talk about don't mess with Egypt, don't mess with Sam, and all that kind of stuff. And she's a good part of her, I ain't gonna lie. I seen an interview with her last week that she's a really nice person, but all the stuff gonna change around about all that stuff, but I don't.
And as a business thing, I wouldn't mess with them either. Go where the money is, where they make a move. Angela been making moves since she was young.
And JoJo's putting the show on. JoJo's putting the show on. JoJo's handling his business. JoJo's putting the show on. They're about to host the show. They're trying to get Egypt. So do you think JoJo is actually sincere about wanting Egypt to perform? Do you think he cares for Egypt?
I think he cares for Egypt. He don't like it for Sam because Sam is so socially awkward. I won't fuck with Sam and I'm broke. Excuse my language.
I think he care. I think they all care for Egypt, but they don't want to be bothered with Sam. That would be me. I would be that friend and just be like, yo, I gotta distance myself because the energy is not good, and it's because of your dude, and you're gonna fall head over heels for him. So I wish you well.
Okay, I got another question for you guys. So if you guys are both in a relationship with somebody, and you invited somewhere, and then they say you can come but your partner can't come, how would you respond to that situation? Do you think going you would be unloyal?
I'll tell you like this, I'm a lawyer, broke lawyer. I could remove my shit somewhere my partner will not know until I tell him 2 weeks later.
Yeah,
I told my partner that I went to the casino. I had told my partner I went to the casino 2 weeks later. And he know that's my weakness.
What about you, Latrise?
Okay. Deuces, we need separation. You know what I mean? Like, it's nothing wrong with not bringing a person with you constantly. My God. Can I go to the bathroom? Can I go to the store without you? Jesus. Go have a seat. Go over here somewhere.
So, do you...
I think...
Go ahead.
Huh?
I said go ahead, finish.
No.
I was going to say, do you...
Yeah, I think... Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. You said you think what?
I think it's okay that they don't want to invite him. I wouldn't want him at my event either because he always acts a damn fool. So
he's socially awkward. That's what you expect.
Yeah, I don't want to be bothered with all that.
So now, if you really loved your man, you ladies are telling me if someone tried to split y'all up, y'all gonna say I'm going deuces. That's what you're saying. Even if you head over heels in love, because Egypt is a young girl in love. She got some fresh boo boo boo. So if you have that mindset, you gonna go.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
It's nothing.
You don't tell your spouse everything until something happens.
No, I just feel as though you your own individual self. And that's where people lose themselves. You know what I mean? Like, once you get into these relationships, you lose your identity. So, I don't see nothing wrong with being invited somewhere where this other person isn't invited. It's only for a couple of hours. My God. So it's just like, Egypt is a person of herself. behind that. You can live a couple of hours without this boy trailing behind you. You know, so
I would disagree with that. If your spouse respects you to do what you have to do, he gonna respect you more if you bring money home. He's like, well, they don't mess with me. I can stay at home for a couple hours. He ain't gotta be on your sugar honey iced tea or your false common knowledge because you making money for your bills in your house. He gonna respect you. He like.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if I was Egypt's age, I would have been gone. I would have made that money.
Me too.
I would have made that money.
But I'm gonna say this. Me personally, I can't deal with an insecure man. Like, that's what that is. That's insecurity. That's controlling. You know, that's just all of that, and that's a recipe for hell. So it's manipulation at its best. If I was Pep and I found out the little boy had kids, I would be like, no, this ain't good. You don't give your child no blessings to no nonsense. Dang, see, this is the problem with not having, not keeping your standards. You know, her standard is you know, she lowered her standards to be with a whole bum. So it's just like now. To her, she probably feel like she's stuck. I don't know.
Okay, another question.
My sister, it would be a problem.
Another question. Do you think, because you use the word manipulation, is it manipulation for them knowing that, you know, Sam and Jojo almost came to blows and Jojo was wilding at Pep's house and now he wants to throw a show and he's telling her that Egypt can't bring her man? Are they trying to conquer and divide? And are they causing problems on purpose because they know it's going to be a problem? When, you know, that's going to make her probably back away from the situation. So do you say, just bring your man, keep him in the back, we'll just deal with the situation? Or you just say, don't bring your man? So are they manipulating the relationship between Sam and Egypt for the show?
No, I think they just trying to keep the conflict out of whatever it is that they trying to do. Like me personally, if we have beef, I wouldn't even want to be somewhere where somebody don't like me. I would stay home. So no, I don't think Jojo. I just think Jojo don't want the problem, and I don't blame him. I wouldn't want a problem either.
All right, Felicia, answer. Your turn.
Okay, I feel like this that Pep is one of the producers on the show. You know, she's not gonna bring that conflict because that's our daughter. But at the same time, they make at the same time that it made that easier to bring her name out some more. Forget Sam, because they let Sam do what he wants. They gonna make Sam what he gonna do. He gonna throw away his dog to put the number 3 on the wall.
Yo, I question every last one of their relationships as far as Sam, Egypt, Pep. Like they all, it's just really weird. You know how like before people start talking, you just know them as like the celebrities or whatever, and you think the music is good, but as soon as when you see their personality, you like, damn, you really a messed up individual. Like I don't understand why you don't have the gift of foresight. Like what is going on? You know, so I don't know. I'm just. This show, I'm really over this show, honestly, because I think it's a train wreck. Like I said, I wish Master P would come back and give some word of advice, some wisdom or something, because these
I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that. I love Master P.
Because they crazy. Because you just said that Pep is a producer of the show.
Not Pep, it's Angela. Angela Sam. She produced the show.
Okay.
But I believe that Pep might have some power, but Angela Simmons is the one that created the show. But now the second question is, now that, you know, what's his name, Jojo, now when he talked to Savannah, he said, well, Sam could come. Now, if she doesn't come, that is going to be a problem because now he's invited. So now if she doesn't come, it's going to look crazy. Everybody's going to be like, oh, my God, it's controlling. So I hope she goes. I hope she goes to the party.
But don't it look like, but if he do show up, don't it look like, it almost reminds me of a child having a tantrum. You know, being in the grocery store, you can't have that candy. Okay, fine, here. You know, and then you getting up and you're just like, oh, I got my way. You know what I mean?
He could be like ice.
Yeah.
He could be like Iceberg Slim say, girl, give him my money.
That was hilarious.
Give me my money. Okay, what is the last part of the show? What you say, LaPrice?
What you say? I'm sorry.
No, you was talking. I was gonna.
He could be like Iceberg. He could be like Iceberg Slim say, girl, give him my money so we can eat good too.
They gonna eat if he's doing OnlyFans and a thorn. They gonna eat.
MJ, what's your question? What's your question?
You were talking, and then she started talking. Now I gotta figure out a question. So when when that situation happens, we'll see what happens with that. But do you guys think that what are they doing with Twist? We don't see Twist. Twist is like the funny relief character, and we haven't been seeing much of him. Or what's happening with this situation? It's only episode 5, but do we need to see more Twist?
I think that when
wearing the pajamas and stuff, no.
I like Twist. Twist makes the show, and the only reason I think they have Twist out because Pip feel like he was trying to make the homophobic thing about Sam, and I don't think that he was making it homophobic. He think that he don't want to see no man with his booty out.
Yeah, that conversation was kind of weird to me, because that's like, you ain't got to see it. If this on OnlyFans, why would you be on their OnlyFans? Like, I don't get that. Like,
it was posted to Instagram. It was posted on it's posted on Instagram, and it's on the show.
Okay, so when I don't want to see something, I unfriend, I unfollow, I unsubscribe. So that's what I would do. If I see something I don't like, I just unsubscribe. Like, I just think that whole conversation was just like, that was kind of weird. It's just like, you don't want to see that. Okay, well, press the delete, and keep it moving, because he's not going to do that in front of you. That's why I'm saying that, because he's not gonna wear that in front of you.
Twist said he makes my soul hurt. He makes my soul hurt. I was like, what? Oh God. Yeah.
Unless he just in it. Okay, so let me backtrack. Okay, I can see it because. Okay, then he probably like, I don't want nobody to affiliate us together while you're doing that. Now that's something different. But he ain't never say that. It's just his excuses was kind of weird. But if what's his name? Twist had said, none of my homies. Did he even say that? I don't remember.
He said something like that.
None of my homies. He did say, oh, okay.
He said, my homies, my father, I was raised differently. Men don't do that type of stuff.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, all right. Then I get that. Like, oh, yeah, we don't move that way. We move like a bunch of men. Okay. Then, yeah, I guess I could go, okay, I guess I can understand that. I be forgetting this stuff because I just be like, this stuff is so... I'm just so over it. Mostly, I'll listen to your reviews, and then I'll go back and watch it, and then I skim through it.
I think this show is just... This episode was funny. I like this show. I think this episode was funny. I was laughing the whole time I was watching this show. Oh, Lord.
I was laughing the whole time because it was a hot mess.
But mostly, I listen... I did watch it. I gotta watch it again because some of the stuff I skimmed through it. But majority of the time when I'm set up with something, when I don't want to, when something is just like, oh my God, this is just so irritating to me, then I'll just listen to y'all reviews and then I'll go back and I'll watch it, but I'll skim through it. I'm not sitting here for hours looking at it. Because I'm just like, I already done heard your commentary. I trust what you said. It's hilarious. So, so let me just move on.
Okay, Latoya Woods.
That's how I think.
1 second. Latoya Woods said, yes, Jojo said that Sam can sit in the corner with the dog because he's not performing at the show.
I agree with her like that.
He did, yeah, he did say that, Latoya. He can sit there. I forgot he said that. It was so,
Sam,
they were
Sam
funny.
Is like one of those little, Sam is like one of those little 5-year-old boys that just want attention.
Okay, here we go.
That's how I feel about him.
Major said Twist needs someone to talk to so he can say some crazy Twist stuff. Everyone is so serious right now. That's true. Women who do MMA in thongs. Okay, Major said there's women that do it in thongs, and Ralph said Twist needs a love interest, right? He does leave a love interest.
Yes.
That's facts.
It
Facts.
could have been Egypt. Honestly, I think him and Egypt would have made a good couple. I'm just saying.
That's what he said to Pep at the table. He said,
yep.
He said,
yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I heard that part. Because then when he first came on, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he tried to holler at Egypt.
Yes, he did.
He was going to.
He tried, but he tried to holler at her. He said he wanted her, blase in the third, and that's when him and Sam got into it, and their beef started from there on.
I think
Twist
Twist
would have been
a better fit
for Egypt. Yeah. For sure.
Because he got that thug in him, and then he got that common knowledge to deal with people, because you need both in your life.
Right, but he's very smart. The boy is very smart. Twist, that young guy is very smart, seems like. And
that's how I am.
It just seemed like he would have been all for Egypt. He would have took a step back and let her shine. Seems like that. I don't know, but it just don't seem, because he seems like that laid back kind of guy. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Because
that's what I would have.
I like Twist.
I like Twist too.
Sorry.
And yeah, he was trying to holler at Egypt, but he needs, he needs to be up more on the show, because after all this craziness, we need some comedy relief on the show, and you're totally right about that situation, Major. We need the comedy relief when it comes to Twist. We need to see him more. He's funny. I like his swag too as well. Like he's different too. Sam is different with the thongs, the fingernail polish, getting his nails done. But you have Twist that wears his pajamas.
He's going there for TV.
Yeah.
And wears his
Hold
slippers.
on, MJ. No, you didn't put Wayman from off of, what is it, Low Down Dirty?
Shame.
Oh my God.
And he did.
You went back. He did. You went back. Oh my God, Wayman.
Oh my God, I might
watch that today. I think I might watch that today. That is so hilarious. But yeah, I think I like TT and Sean together. Whatever happened, happened. They got a baby now. Go and get married, make that money or whatever. Sam and Egypt, please. I'm hoping that they don't get married. I really am. Jojo, I don't know about him and his relationship.
They're good. They're
what's her
good.
name? Angela. My God, again, Angela do not know how to pick men at all. She do not. I said that to you before. She do not know how to pick them. I don't know what is wrong with her.
Because she fall in love easy. Just like I told somebody a long time ago, you could pick 10 crackheads after 9 J's after 4. You can get one straight man, and you still pick out the J's.
Lord have mercy.
I just think she loves being pursued. And then, because when what's his name? When Romeo stopped pursuing her, that's when she got pissed. I don't know if that was last season.
That was last
season. His birthday or something. He was just done with the whole thing. But you remember when happened to the bar niece or whatever?
She went to she's in LA and she's in Vegas, and she has a residency in Vegas where she performs every night, and she's making monte.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Chris and Nia.
Okay, good for her. But you remember when Angela thought that Romeo had a thing for her? Yo, she was vexed.
And I feel like Romeo been a good pick for Angela because he about his money, she about her money, and he could have taught her something because he got it from his daddy, because his daddy taught a lot of rappers about business.
But I think once Romeo would have been able to, like, once he was really ready to settle down, he would have been a good choice for Angela. But by then, Angela, she wound up getting pregnant and all that kind of stuff. So it is what it is. Do y'all think she was a virgin the whole time, though? Do y'all think she was a virgin? Because that was the whole thing with her. Oh, I'm a virgin. I'm going to wait until marriage and this, that, and the third. Do you think she was really being honest?
She never got married.
Nope.
She never got married, so she was out here in these streets. How she wait? She done already had a baby. She done already had relationships. She's even been on the show to tell us that she was in abusive relationships and and all types of stuff. So she has opened up, but yeah, she was out here doing her thing, but she was doing it on the low. She's the pastor kid. Yeah. The pastor kids, they're put on the pedestal. And then the world is watching.
The kids, the worst kids have never been on this earth. I'm from the South.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah. Ain't so, no. All right, y'all.
All right, guys.
You got my girl on there, Andrea Landry. I like her. Murder, She Wrote. Child. You was hilarious in these clips.
Thank you for calling, Latrise. I appreciate you.
Thank you, MJ. I really appreciate you. You're doing a good job.
Nice meeting you, Latrise. I'm a down south country girl. I'm from Mississippi. And where you from? I'm from New York and Philadelphia, but I live here in Seattle, Washington. But you know what? I'm actually leaving here in August, September, and I'll be driving through that way. So make sure you have my plate.
Have your plate of food. You know what somebody said?
I don't stay in the Delta, baby. I stay in the South. In the deep. I don't stay in the Delta part, bitch. I stay like towards the coast.
What that mean? What that mean? I got passed through. What happened?
If you're going to...
I don't stay in it because most of the people think that Mississippi is just, you pass through. It's all over. It's a beautiful place. They be thinking that Mississippi, it's so country. Nah, it's so pretty.
Yeah, no, Mississippi is beautiful. I've been to Mississippi plenty of times. It is beautiful. But I'm thinking she's saying passing through because she's going to be driving through. Girl, are you driving by yourself?
Passing through meaning I'm going to be driving.
Are you going to be driving by yourself?
Yeah, you be careful.
You be careful. We'll be praying for us. Let us know.
I've done that before.
Well, we're going to pray for you anyway, girl.
You.
Well, it's not until August, September.
Okay.
I got a long ways to go.
All right.
I have to take my break. That's why I be on y'all YouTube and stuff. Because I'm a medical worker. So I've been working since the whole COVID and everything. So I'm now just
Ooh,
my baby.
child, I need to pray for
I'm
you.
catching up.
Ooh, child, I need to pray for you because that's miserable.
Yeah, it was. But all is well. I'm good. I never caught COVID. Thank God.
God is good.
But it's a terrible situation. But right now I'm on my vacation, so I've been catching up on a good amount of y'all YouTube.
All right, guys, we're gonna let it go. All right, Latrise, we will talk to you soon, girl.
Yeah.
Okay, God bless.
Well, be safe.
You be safe too as well. You too. God bless. All right. Any last words, Felicia?
Oh, all my last words. That whole show was entertaining. It was a hot mess. I can't wait till the next week episode that TT gonna. I hope TT don't break down because she hurt with her man, bitch. Because I know that's a hurt feeling. And Sam and Eazy, y'all not Beyonce and Jay-Z status because y'all more like Ike and y'all more like Flavor Flav and Bridget Foopy. And y'all have a blessed night and a good day. Whatever y'all do, y'all have God watching over y'all. Y'all be careful. Y'all have a safe trip or whatever y'all doing. Lay it down, going to sleep. And I'm about to go to sleep. Y'all have a blessed night. Y'all have a good day.
You too as well. Peace and blessings.
Okay. Good night.
Good night. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Latrise, for calling in. Felicia Butler, thank you for calling in. Major, thank you for coming through. Latoya Woods, thank you for your thoughts in the situation on Sky Nunu Sky. It's so good to see you. What's up, W? I agree. Twist maturity level was at an all-time low. He could have just stayed home. But did you peep how unbothered Briana was? Yes, she was very unbothered. Latoya, yeah, know that Briana was very bothered that Boogie and Savannah went out on a date. I'm trying to ignore. I'm thinking that she don't really like him. You know what I mean? But I was like, is she really that mad because he said in the nail salon and Sam was talking crap in Egypt? Egypt and Sam has said so much worse about her on Instagram. And so I think you got a point. I was trying to say, nah, I don't think she's feeling him like that because she said over and over she's not. But you might be right, Latoya, that she was bothered because she was rolling her eyes at, Savannah and looking at her like, we need to have a one-on-one conversation. You might be right about that situation. She said Flavor Flav, Major. No, they never had a thing, but Twist was interested. Yeah, he was interested. And he told Pep in that argument, that little, confrontation they had sitting down at the table. He was like, I tried to get with your daughter. I tried to be with her. I tried to be the man. I was trying to get with her, but you let her get with this dude and, Thorn and whatever. So you had that situation. Tony, Twist needs to stop wearing pajamas and slippers out in public. Then he can't get a woman. Lord have mercy. And Nunu Sky was like, yo, listen, I'll pass on Twist coming to my party looking like that. Y'all are too much. Good night, LSW. Good night, everybody. Thank you, Tony, so much. Thank you, Major, too, as well. Thank you, Ralph. I love your, how you guys contribute to the situation. It's just crazy because everybody has different opinions, but it's just like, y'all are funny, and the show is funny, too, as well. You know that Jay-Z and Beyonce think they're going to be throwing out all up. Every time they go live, they're going to say, where's Jay-Z and Beyonce? But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please like the video. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart. My peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building. You guys have a blessed and wonderful, prosperous night. And have peace and sleep easy, baby. Much love, Peep Squad. Peace. Please like the video. Good night, everybody. Peace and blessings.